Hey, this is Brian, the main contributor to the Smart Connections Obsidian plugin, and I'm about to go through the different GitHub issues that I have been unable to respond to. It takes a lot of time to read through the issues and formulate a good response, so I'm hoping that by recording my process, you can see what I'm thinking as I'm coming up with the response, and hopefully that will provide you with more insights on what the future of smart connections look like, and also answer whatever questions it is that you had in the issue itself. Thanks for watching, and let's get started. Okay. Issue number 181, search on our highlights. So, I think this should work. I was having a little trouble with the, so the idea, just to clarify, the idea is like, if I highlight this text and then I hit, like find, make smart connections, implement base smart environment, I think it's pretty clear that it worked there. So closed as implemented. And the latest versions. Thanks for making the feature request. Okay, on to the next one. Ignore text from templates. Okay, this is a good one. Yes, this is definitely an issue. So this is something that I think the re-ranker model, particularly once these re-ranker models get implemented locally, it'll make a lot more sense, for a wider adoption. There's really not much stopping the local re-ranker model. I just need to set aside the time. Right now you can use the Cohere re-ranker, which is really good. It does have a cost associated with it, but basically those re-ranker models do a good job of like seeing through the templated content. So, this, I'll be adding the video to this issue here, so they can see my response to that. But, there are definitely other ways that this can be improved, like maybe like excluding template content, but I don't think it's not a very productive route because, there's just so much variation in the templates. I think adding the re-ranker layer will be like a really like cheap and like highly effective way to address the issue, which is like, the issue is basically that the templated text is weighted like more than it should be weighted when retrieving similar content based on embeddings. But the re-ranker will reduce that effect. And that's like, it's a single implementation that applies to like all template formats, even, front matter type formatting. TFT hacker, I recognize that. Username, let's see here. So excluded folders with subfolder content not being excluded. So folder exclusions, but while tracing the activity, I saw content from the exclusion folder being sent up. So okay, I'm gonna close this. Mainly because it's been about a year, and this is from the version 1, so like the exclusion settings should not only be improved by now, but also like better tested. So if anybody closing as complete, please open a new issue if I missed something. Okay. So yeah, so I mean the exclusion settings, they should work as expected by now. Issue number 188. Cool. Okay, so the latest version treats nested list items like a block or a heading. So like if you have a list item and it has, so there's a threshold, it's the same threshold, the minimum embedding length threshold. So if you have a list item and it has nested list items underneath that exceed the embedding minimum input threshold, then it will treat that top level list item the same as it would as if that top level list item was a heading. So latest version implements this. Man, I wish I did more smiley faces on these comments today. Sorry guys, I screwed up on the smiley faces. But okay, this is my first day-long recording sprint. So I'll give myself at least an A for effort. Issue number 192. Cannot change chat save location. So this was previously discussed. Relevant, let's see. Recently closed. How can we find oldest? Okay, I'm trying to find sync chat. Let me just sort sync chat. Okay, so closing this as completed. See this for more. Let's remember those smiley faces. I need to make sure I include the smiley faces because I'm running out of steam. It's hard to keep a smile on for the camera. Okay. Issue number 195. And only 241 open issues to go. Some files not being processed to generate embeddings. Okay, I think this one can be closed, so like. So, I'm just going to say, let me know if this is still an issue in V2, closing for now. Okay. Now, Secondary development. Okay, cool. I'm going to refer them to the what did I click there? Okay, let's see. I'm going to close this in favor of that one. Okay. And if you follow that link to that other issue, my previous video where I discussed the implementation of other languages will be available. Okay. Recorded response, okay. Okay. Issue 199. Let's wrap up the 100s here. API not working even though it worked previously. Okay, so I'm just going to, so the exclusion for the syncing, so the exclusion in the second screenshot is for the plugin. However, you'll need to find the exclusion settings specific to iCloud. I recommend searching for other similar issues. I'm not familiar with iCloud, where I believe this has been discussed with suggestions for how to exclude. However, exclusion may no longer be necessary since the latest versions no longer use a single embedding file. Okay. Okay, that finishes them up for the 100s. See you in the next video.